we have some new developments in terms of what's going on with Greenland and what's buried beneath the ice there. It's some of history's mysteries, and this is interesting information. Because before we were ever told that there was impact craters on Greenland here within the past year or so, there was the theory that somewhere along the lines, something happened around 11,500 to 12,500 years ago. A massive cataclysmic event that did a lot of things. One was caused a great deluge. And a part of that, there are mysterious markings in the Americas. I believe in the Carolinas and in other states, these massive circular shapes that have no rock in them. They look like impact craters. They're almost perfectly circular, but there's no rock in them. And it was suggested that one thing that could do that is a huge chunk of ice, but they could never explain how or why that would happen. Well, now, within the past year or so, they've come out and stated that there's two huge craters under the ice that they've discovered in Greenland, impact craters, which go along with the theory that others have talked about, where they believe a meteorite or something came in and slammed into an ice shelf that was above North America in Greenland and shattered it. Maybe multiple things came down and started a meltdown. And in turn, these massive chunks of ice were ejected. They landed in areas like the Carolinas and others, leaving those marks. And then all of this over time gets covered over with ice and snow again, to where we had to wait till technology came along to show us these pits, and that's exactly what they're finding. The last one was said to be like 18, 19 miles wide back in November of 2018. This new one said to be 22 miles. When looking at the ice shelf, right here is the one location, and here is the other right there. And as Greenland continues to thaw out here, they're talking about exporting a massive amount of sand and other minerals that have been covered, not to mention a lot of history that has been buried here. And who knows what's going to be uncovered when certain areas up here thaw out. You want to talk about long lost cities, things of that nature? There really could be, because there's a lot of land up here that has just been encased in ice and snow for the longest time. Now, if Greenland was to ever thaw out all the way, they say that it would raise sea levels by 23 feet globally. That's how much is situated up here on this massive island, so to speak. It's huge. And it's controlled, apparently, here by Denmark. Copenhagen is where they get a lot of their subsidies. But they're looking to export a ton of sand now, and to make a hell of a profit off of doing so as the ice melts. So as this ice melts, it's going to reveal more and more stuff here. And I can't help but think that if they found, with today's technology and with the ice melting in this region, if they're finding these craters, two so far, will there be more? I mean, these are very near one another. For them to say they happened at two different times or two different events, that would be wild in itself. One would think that right here in the same line, two big impact craters could have happened right around the same time, or maybe not. Yeah, how much they're going to say in terms of the truth is one thing, and what's really going on out here, but we do now know two huge impact craters here. And it raises the question, what's really going on with Greenland? What's really underneath the ice there? Anyhow, I wanted to share this info with you guys, some very interesting updates in terms of these craters under the ice. It helps fill the void of a lot of things, because when you go back to all these different theories that say, okay, we can agree that around 12,000 years ago, there was some kind of big event, this fits right there. I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7. Peace.